Rhus Toxicodendron, the remedy of rigidity and resilience. Rhus Toxicodendron, commonly known as poison ivy or poison oak, represents a profound homeopathic remedy blending themes of resilience and vulnerability. Derived from the fresh leaves of the poison ivy plant, the remedy captures the essence of overcoming constraints, both physical and emotional. The preparation begins with leaves gathered at sunset before flowering, ensuring maximum potency. These are then tinctured, diluted, and potentized to harness their therapeutic potential. Imagine a rusty hinge, stiff and painful upon initial movement, yet gradually loosening with continued use. This is the core image of Rhus Tox. It speaks to a state of being where stiffness, both physical and emotional, is a primary experience. There's a deep-seated vulnerability, a fear of being hurt, leading to guardedness, and a preference for receiving affection rather than initiating it. Yet beneath this guarded exterior lies a strong inner drive, a restlessness that pushes the individual to seek relief and regain their natural flow. This is the essence of Rhus Tox, the struggle between constraint and liberation, the journey from rigidity to fluidity. Mental and emotional symptoms, sense of stiffness and restriction, reflects both physical immobility and emotional guardedness. Fear of vulnerability, a deep-seated fear of harm, fosters emotional withdrawal and cautious behavior. Preference for receiving affection indicates a protective instinct and a yearning for safety over emotional initiative. Restlessness and anxiety. Heightened anxiety often accompanies fears of impending misfortune. Superstitious beliefs. Under stress, fixed ideas and irrational fears emerge. Irritability, low tolerance for disturbances such as noise or interruptions. Profound sadness, particularly pronounced during gloomy weather or in the evening hours. Physical symptoms, muscle and joint stiffness, painful rigidity, especially after rest or exposure to cold, damp weather. Movement alleviates discomfort, cracking and soreness in joints, notably in the neck and back. Restlessness, an irresistible urge to change positions, frequently for temporary relief. Vesicular eruptions, intense itching and burning, often relieved by hot applications. Sensitivity to cold and damp weather. Symptoms worsen significantly in these conditions. Specific modalities, worse conditions, cold, wet weather, rest or inactivity, evening and night, damp surroundings, sudden weather changes, better conditions, warm, dry weather, continuous gentle movement, application of heat to affected areas. Rhus Tox captures the duality of rigidity and resilience. Individuals in need of this remedy may seem emotionally distant, yet yearn deeply for connection and security. Their preference for receiving rather than giving love reflects an instinctive shield over their vulnerabilities. At its core, the remedy embodies the interplay between constraint and liberation, guiding individuals toward greater emotional warmth and trust. Physically, the rusty hinge sensation, initial stiffness that eases with movement, mirrors their emotional journey. The restless drive for relief symbolizes an inner determination to regain balance and freedom. Musculoskeletal conditions, rheumatism and arthritis, stiffness and pain that improve with motion. Post-injury recovery, sprains, strains and overexertion injuries. Skin disorders, herpes, shingles, eczema, vesicular eruptions with intense itching and burning. Erysipelas, inflammatory skin conditions featuring vesicles and redness, nervous system imbalances, restlessness and anxiety, mental rigidity and unease reflecting physical stiffness, fever and inflammatory states, fever with body aches, particularly when accompanied by restlessness and a dry tongue with a red triangular tip. Brownia alba key difference, symptoms worsen with motion, opposite of Rhus Tox. Mental state, irritability, solitude preference, fear of financial loss. Arsenicum album key difference, restlessness coupled with meticulousness and fears of death. Physical symptoms, burning, pains relieved by warmth, intense thirst. Dulcamara key difference, aggravation from damp weather but focuses on suppressed eruptions and catarrhal conditions. Sepia key difference, focus on hormonal imbalances and emotional indifference rather than physical rigidity. Pulsatilla key difference, emotional expressiveness and a need for consolation contrast with Rhus Tox's guarded nature. Before usage, confirm symptoms match the remedy's profile. Seek guidance from a qualified practitioner for correct potency and dosage. Avoid self-medication for severe symptoms. After usage, monitor symptom progression to gauge effectiveness. Avoid antidotes such as coffee, mint, or camphor. Maintain rest and hydration to support recovery. Rhus Tox is especially suited for individuals whose symptoms align with its keynotes: stiffness that improves with movement, eruptions relieved by heat, and a sensitivity to cold and dampness. This remedy symbolizes the journey from rigidity to fluidity, both physically and emotionally, helping individuals regain their natural rhythm and flexibility. Rhus Toxicodendron serves as a cornerstone remedy in homeopathy, renowned for addressing the interplay of stiffness and restlessness, constraint and liberation. Its ability to bridge the gap between resilience and vulnerability makes it uniquely suited for individuals navigating physical and emotional barriers. By recognizing its keynotes, improvement with motion, sensitivity to cold, dampness, and emotional guardedness, practitioners can unlock profound healing potential, fostering balance and vitality in their patients. This information is provided for professional homeopathic practitioners only. The author assumes no responsibility or liability for any misuse or improper remedy application. This remedy should only be used under the supervision of a qualified homeopathic practitioner. That's all for today. What is your idea about homeopathy? Feel free to share in the comments below. If you'd like to learn about new remedies, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to cover them as soon as possible.